You're watching Pyro Media Network.
We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Motivation of youth only. Mentally feel like Kobe. I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili. From young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's the reach. We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready?
Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What is going on, Power Hour, Pyromaniacs, everybody, la-da-da-da. Thank you guys for tuning on in. We have a lot. We have a lot. And I know I've been away, but I want to welcome you guys first and foremost for coming on through. Everybody, la-da-da-da, who is in the building. Go ahead and shout out Keith. What's up, Keith? How you doing, King? And builder, what is up? One of my favorite. It's Cupcake in the building. It's in the building. Yes. Michaela, what's up, boo? How you doing? Thank you for tuning on in. I appreciate you guys so much. First of all, I want to thank our mod. Shout out to Cupcake and shout out to Dr. Ho for all that they do and keep it secure. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys share because we have a lot to talk about on today. But speaking of what we got to talk about, we got to talk about and honor the late, great, and amazing man that. Shout out to him, and we're going to talk about him and Elon Musk and his. And also talk about Taylor Swift and how she's a shift amongst her audience. And then we're gonna touch lightly on Bennifer, if you will, because there's been a lot going on. And the main topic for today, as you guys know, is y'all's former president, Donald Trump. So we're gonna talk about his behind. But before we get into all of that, before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and that intro. So without further ado, we love you. Hang on in there and share and subscribe so we can go ahead and knock this out and get in the game. So, without further ado, welcome to Pyro Power Hour. Everybody, it's in the building. On what is going on. I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hit that share button. Even if you guys just go ahead and hit the share button and you see it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and hit that for me because it does help the algorithm and it does help the show. So thank you guys so much for all of that. Is there any breaking news real quick? Okay, we'll get into that in a second because I think that's on the docket. But before we get into some things here, we're going to go ahead and before we get started, I want to go ahead and make sure that we are, getting our little announcements out the way. First and foremost, we're gonna have some changes to Pyro Power Hour. So our dockets and how we shift things out, we're gonna be around as well as latest and greatest in the trending news as well as pop culture. So for all of that. But first, today's lineup of Pyro Network is gonna be dope, y'all. We're out with Pyro Power Hour, of course, and then we're gonna go ahead and have our thoughts with Hope Gazelle, and it is live today. We're going to be bringing you a live show at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we're going to kick it off with the dynamic duo themselves, Dana tonight on Clergy. That's 10 Standard Time, 7 p.m. You guys tune on in. And if you are so inclined to, so if you're feeling it on your spirit, on your shots, on your Kidney Supreme, do me a favor and hit that Cash App. All you have to do is hit Pyro Media. That's right, Pyro Media. We keep it simple for success here. Keeping it simple for success. Pyro Media. $sign Pyro Media if you want to go ahead and hit the Cash App. There's a QR code for you if you're watching, or you can just go to your Cash App and hit that $sign Pyro Media over there. Also, if you're not, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, everywhere, Lottie where we like to party. So make sure you guys make sure you're liking and following everywhere that is Pyro Media so you can keep up with all of the things. And also, if you have not done so, I know we've been away for a bit, but the hot getting to heat up again. We got some things coming on. And first up, we got the kickback. Bringing it back. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow and join in. It's only $5 a month, and we're gonna get there. It's gonna be where I ditch some things. It's gonna be talking. Let's go kick back. Also, we got the Risque Pyro Cocktail Hour. You never know who's going to be a guest on that one, and that's going to be coming back next week on Thursday. So we'll have the kickback on Tuesday and the cocktail hour on Thursday. Every and Patreon. So make sure you guys head over there for the announcements and things. Is it working for you guys, or is it just Kevin? You having audio issues? Is it me? Let me know if you guys are having audio issues. But until then, hope you guys are enjoying. Let's get into some breaking news, y'all, because we got a lot to talk about on today. All right, so let's find the graphic. Where is the graphic? Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. So we got some breaking news here. First and foremost, we want to go ahead and pay homage to the late great Tito, who rose to fame along his brothers in 5. He transitioned last night, and he was 70 for a dude. So he did transition. So Tito's sons, Terrell and otherwise known as the group T3, confirmed on Instagram this morning. Like it was like mid-morning. I think it was like early. I got the time late at night. One of my pyromaniacs. But yeah, I was really saddened to hear. But his family says we're shocked, saddened, and heartbroken. Our father was an incredible man who cared about everyone and their well-being. Sons captioned a carousel of Tito, his sons, and the Jackson 5 in collaboration with Tito's official Instagram account. Quote, "It will be Tito time for us," they continued. "Please remember to always preach. We love you, Pops." So Jackson, brother of the Michael Jackson, attended a Novellians hotel on July 2009 in Barber. The news was first reported by Steve Manning, a longtime Jackson family friend and former Jackson family manager, telling the that he passed away Sunday evening. So that's really, really sad. Your audio is it really me? Okay, it is me. I don't know what's going on. Huh. I apologize for that, you guys. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Somebody call Catherine, right? All right. So can you guys hear me good, or is it really like my connection? Because if it is, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we'll continue on with the show, and let me know if you guys are hearing me. I want to try to amplify. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Maybe it's the audio. Yep, that's probably what it was. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me much better now? Because I turned up my volume. I think that's what it was. It's you. Okay. But let me know if you guys can hear me better now. I just turned it up. But yes, we want to honor him. We want to honor him again for all that he's done. So some breaking news regarding that's coming out of China. So a pastor who the United States says was wrongfully detained in a Chinese prison, famine and disease. Not going on. But let's see. Hey, Sean, what's up, Queen? How you doing? Shout out to Sean Talks. How you doing, Queen? Appreciate. So it says that's better, but it's still a little glitchy. Okay. I'll work on it throughout the show, but I think let me turn it up all the way and see if that is the issue. But I'll work on it throughout the show. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me. My new microphone hasn't come in yet, so that's probably why it's a lot going on. But I will keep you guys posted on that. But anyway, so this man was detained in a Chinese prison for nearly 2 decades and has been released, according to the State Department, ending a case that the Biden administration said priority in efforts to stabilize the relations with Beijing. But David Lin, who is 68, was detained in China in 2006 after helping to construct an unapproved church building. He was later sentenced a charge that he denied. Lin was Americans who, by the U.S. state, wrongfully detained in China. Businessman Kylie and Mark Sweden are still held behind bars on drug-related charges, respectively. We welcome a release from prison in the People's Republic of China, a spokesperson for the U.S. Department said in a statement on Sunday. So these are the other 2 individuals that that were detained as well. So we just, going to send prayers out. I know that the Biden administration has been trying to make this a topic along with the detainees that were detaining in Russia. Brittany Garner was in as well. And so I know that there's a lot of conversation regarding that. So, we just got to keep in prayer and see what's going on. These are a lot of political moves, a lot of moving pieces. And we can't put everything on the Biden like they're not doing anything. So this is something that will return. They stay detained forever. I'm glad that this is one story. Hopefully, from many more stories to come about stuff that is that we're seeing out of these wrongful. All right, so here we go with this one. Y'all former president an unaliving attempt this past weekend. It was yesterday, actually, Sunday. I was actually in church what was going on when I got the information on it. And right. This was now we already went through the first attempt about what was going on with him, and we saw the bloody ear. Although I saw this last debate of him and Kamala, and I didn't see. Dr. Holt said, "My former president is Barack. I don't know this. I don't know him either." Who? Kevin, former president. I apologize. That's not my testimony. He's y'all's former president. Love you. They need to go back. Let's take a look at what happened or get an update on what's going on. The guy's name was Ryan Wesley Ralph. He was 58 years old and he's been identified as a suspect, as arrested second unaliving attempt of while authorities continue to investigate the situation. His son is now speaking. But before we get to what he said, Owen Routh, it's the son's name. We'll go ahead and take a look at what's going on up until and kind of get you guys kept abreast on what's going on. Take a look.
More about what we know about the suspect tonight. Karma.
Of course, we're talking about a man by the name of Ryan Wesley Routh, the man accused of planning to assassinate former President Donald Trump at his golf course earlier today, and he will reportedly face federal charges. NBC has verified several now deleted social media accounts for the 58-year-old who has just Carolina originally, also living in Hawaii. In 2002, he was convicted of possessing a weapon of mass destruction. That was a machine gun, according to court records. Court records also show more than 100 criminal counts have been filed against Ryan Routh in North Carolina. His social media accounts included references to foreign conflicts, particularly the war in Ukraine, with Routh urging people to come from abroad and fight against Russia. Though exactly what happened leading up to today's alleged planned assassination attempt of former President Trump is unclear. Speaking to MSNBC, the state attorney says early evidence indicated Routh was lying in wait for Trump.
They're going to be filing federal charges. This guy's in a whole load of, because the federal government has a lot of charges and severe penalties that we at the state level do not. You don't have to get a shot off to be charged with an attempted assassination, just like you don't have to get a shot off to be charged with an attempted murder if you've done some careful planning and then you've actually done something, taken some action. And so, yes, he's facing a lot of time potentially in prison.
Routh was quiet. Police caught up with him today, according to the state attorney, and the sheriff says at the time he's arrested, taken into custody, he didn't say anything about his involvement with the incident. Kathy.
So y'all are hilarious in these. Y'all think it's a listen, I don't know what's going on. All I can do is and spread alternative theories. We'll discuss all of those and things in Patreon tomorrow on the kickback. So because I want to keep Pyro Power Hour factually based. Okay, so there's that. We'll say this. Something that is my opinion. It just it's a little. But Owen Routh was the son of Ryan Wesley Routh. Told the Daily Mail that his father, Ryan, is not a fan of the Republican nominee. However, the 35-year-old insists that his dad is not violent and expressed his shock at hearing the allegations against him. Quote, he's my dad, and all he's had is a couple of traffic tickets, as far as I know. That's crazy. I know my dad and love my dad, but that's nothing like him. Owen, that's the outlet. He continued, he's not a violent person. Owen Routh also emphasized that his father is a hard worker and a great dude, a nice man, has worked his whole end quote. However, he candidly, I don't like Trump either. I don't know. I don't want to get into rolling around in Twitter. It's a lot of conversation surrounding this situation. So we're just going to go ahead and just wish everybody the best of luck on that. At the end of the day, regardless of how I feel, because I think that he is a major and danger that we as a culture and as a society should have any type of attempts on presidential candidates, period, across the board. That's just how what I feel. We should make sure that this process is protected at all costs, both in the voting area as well as the safety of our presidential nominees, because that will set a precedent for things moving forward. All I'm going to say is, at the end of the Black Day, you got to make sure that Kamala is safe. She is still the vice president of the, until said otherwise. Okay? That's all I got to say. That was the breaking news. That's all I got on that. I just wanted to throw in an added. If you guys are watching from wherever you're watching, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. Well, actually, no, we're not live on Twitter because Twitter decided they want to, because if you're not premium, you can't do whatever. Hit that like button. If And subscribe if you haven't done so already as well. It does help the algorithm, and it does also allow you to join our little family here. So go ahead and do so already. Also, if you have not done so already and you want to get notifications, which will be starting up shortly, if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe to the text messaging thing, because I know sometimes you get notifications from Twitter or whatever. From YouTube or whatever. You can go ahead and subscribe. You can stay connected by texting Blaze, BLA 423. Again, that's 833-794-2 and 3. Going to the pale 3. I think that if you're able to vote early, as quickly as possible, do a mail-in. You're constantly checking your voting status, because I don't know what's been going on. It's been a lot of voting suppression, a lot of issues going on. I know I'm registered and ready to go, but I always check on it because I want to make sure that I'm good to go at all times. So you need to do so. You go to vote.org, I believe it's called. You can go to vote.org. Thank you, Cupcake. Look at my mod. Anyway, I wrote it earlier. Put him in jail. Meanwhile, Trump wrote. I don't have. You know what, Kevin? Why don't you come see tomorrow? We can have a deep dive on that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right, y'all. And if you haven't done, if you're enjoying the show thus far, go ahead and hit that Cash App at Pyro Media, or if you want to go ahead and bless me. That's Charlie 86, okay? Kwame C 86. All right. Let's go ahead and move this over here. Yes. Okay. Kwame C 86. There you go, right there. This is what's going on today. Today is World. So I've never heard of this before, but I love Barber. I actually shape. But I have a couple of barber friends. I know a couple of people who own their own shops, or own their own spaces and stuff like that, and or do this for a living. So World Barber Day is celebrated on September 16th every year. Join if you enjoy making others look beautiful. Did you know that barbers in the Middle Ages were not only skilled at haircuts and dressing wounds and performing operations? These barber surgeons, quote unquote, were known for much more than just styling men's hair. Organization in France in 1096. World Barber Day celebrates this sense of community. It's a demonstration of how ordinary barbers can contribute to extraordinary differences. World emphasizes how, in just 1 week, a real and significant difference in this world. Of the barbers out there these days. I know it's crazy. World Barber Day. Go get a haircut. Yeah, and tip your barber. All right, let's go ahead and get into. Y'all are so funny. We are in. So shout out to my Virgo siblings. Not a Virgo, but my Virgo non-binary siblings. If you are a fellow Earth. All right, first up, want to shout out to Cameron Hall. Y'all know who she is. She was born in 1970 in Texas. So you know that Cameron Hall talk show host. In 2019 in September, Hall titled syndicated daytime talk show, which earned her a Daytime Emmy Award. Hall was formerly a national news NBC News and host of the program MSNBC Live with Tammy Hall, and a co-host of today's the third hour of she hosts the Deadline Crime Investigation Discovery Channel. Excuse me. In the summer of 2016, investigation premiered the guns on campus. Investigates commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Pow Power, the University of Texas. So shout out to Tamron Hall and all the work that she does. And we went through some mentions. Shout out to Kyla Pratt. Y'all remember her. She was born in Los Angeles on September 16, 1986. She was born the same year I was. But she was on Proud Family. She was also on Dr. Dolittle too. She did a lot of different things. She was on what was the first show that she was on? I think people just remember. I feel like she was on something else before that. I'm wrong, but anyway, shout out to her. Oh yeah, UPN's One-on-One. That's what it was. Happy birthday to you, Queen. To none other than Music Soul Child, born in Pennsylvania. Shout out to Tally Johnson, aka Music Soul Child. Or Music is an American R&B, funk, blues, jazz fused with hip. Was raised in a strict Muslim household. During his teenage years, he beatboxing for MCs, free open mic circuit, scatting at just performing on street or streams on the street, which is where he got the music and later added Soul Child. So shout out to him and all that he does. That's gonna be it. Heavenly birthday. We want to shout. Who is this? Shout out to happy birthday to BB King. Born September 16th, 1925, and he transitioned May 14th in 2015. He was born BB King, aka BB King, an American singer, songwriter, guitarist, and record producer. King introduced a sophisticated style of soloing based on bending vibrato that later so what a man. And I don't know what's going on, but anyway, birthday to the king himself, BB King, and happy birthday to everybody on today, September 16th. So we want to shout out really quickly. I want to do a quick washout before we go into so y'all know about Jennifer, right? Y'all know about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Jennifer Lopez and her estranged husband Ben Affleck have reunited for the first time publicly since the singer filed for divorce. As it was previously shared nearly about a month ago, the Love Don't Cost a Thing singer filed for divorce from the on what would have been the second anniversary of their Georgia wedding. Speculating if they're back together or if they're getting back together, because there's speculation that they allegedly shared a kiss. But I don't know. I don't really care about this because I feel like people just need to kind of mind their business. You never know what people are going through, what struggles they're having, and they're going through similar things that, typical couples go through. I don't know. I just think that, obviously I have to report the news, what's going on and what's trending. But personally, yeah, okay. I know my best, guys. I'm doing my best. But should not be something to think about. Praise Jesus. Y'all. Let's go ahead and get into let's pay some bills real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and get down. So stay right back after these commercial breaks. See you inside.
Elevate your entertainment with Watch Vim. Discover the ultimate online streaming destination. Get an auto-renewing monthly subscription for unlimited content on all devices. Join us in supporting a Black-owned streaming platform that brings top-tier entertainment. Let the streaming excitement begin at Watch Vim, your seamless experience for endless entertainment. Stream online or download the Watch Vim app now.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV, and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy, proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
All right, y'all, we're black. Thank you. Apologize with all the audio. I'm not sure what's going on, so it's something that we're gonna have to deal with until I figure it out. I will call my the cable people later. Until then, we got everything. As you guys know, we are live. You guys, we're are hitting that like button if you haven't done so already. Also, hit that Cash App if you haven't done so already. That's $ Pyro Media. You can go ahead and support the platform, not just Pyro Power Hour, but also the other show, Pyro Media Network. It all goes back to you guys. All right, y'all. Let's get into the rundown real quick. Into some things here. Okay, it's time for the rundown. It's time for the rundown. All right, so we didn't want to talk about him. You know, it's in the news. It is what it is. He's guilty to a lesser charge of driving while in a deal with Suffolk, New York. Prosecutors on Friday in an incident from earlier this year. Harbor Village Justice Carl, but sentenced to 25 hours of community service and to issue a public announcement. He will also $500 and have his driver's license in New York State for 90 days starting Friday. Now, personally, I don't know what this is going to do with him because he's rich, so he can get a driver to drive him, which he should have thing on place. But that's here nor there. It's $5. That's like $20 for him. That's it. But I guess we're not showing any leniency issue. I don't know. I don't get it. It's a all your degrees on there, Dr. Holt. So Dr. Holt, be a bachelor's degree, bachelor's in education, and your doctorate. I don't know. Y'all are the best. He definitely needs AA. Honestly, I don't know AA. I just think that he made a really dumb decision. I don't know if he thought it out. I don't know if he's an alcoholic. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't haven't forgiven him for what he did to Janet. This is just to me all. You reap what you sow. So anyway, last night, you guys, was the Emmy. I did not watch it, but I'm going to go into tomorrow in Patreon for the kickback, because I definitely want to talk about some of the things that I did see or did hear about rather, and I want to make sure that I have enough backing into that I speak intelligently on stuff, because I don't random stuff. I like to do research on it. So the Emmys were go ahead and throw a fire sign in there if you go ahead, in the words of put in who gives it. But speaking of some factor, we have Elon Musk, human being. I don't understand what his deal is. I don't know why he's decided to do the things that he does, but exactly, he had do it, but he posted attempted unaliving about Kamala Harris, and I want to make sure that so now he just deleted it. I just got the breaking news just now that he deleted it about about a half an hour ago. But Elon Musk had said he had posted after everything that was going on regarding the attempted unaliving of Donald Trump. He posted on Twitter, or tweeted rather, and no one is even trying to unalive Biden/Kamala. Now, I don't know what your reasoning was behind this. You know, I don't know what your was like that, like, and trying to incite some type of, that's not even a question. First of all, I mean, there shouldn't have been no attempts on his life. Let's call it. At the same time, for you to sit there and wonder why that's happening, since you've never been in the military, girl, what's really going on and your little Tesla car? They should for inciting some type of violence, in my personal opinion. But that's here nor there. Do you know that the president, the vice president, are constantly at threats every single day? Even former presidents are still a detail. I don't understand why people are surprised that he talks like this, that he responds like this, like a thing. Like that shouldn't be a surprise or shock that he operates in how he operates in his branding. This is very much who he is, and so I don't know why we're shocked by this, but it's here and on there. Michaela says, Alondra, go sit down and give me your money. What a stupid car called the Tesla. Listen, oh, you got a Tesla? Michaela, don't tell me you got a Tesla, girl. Not gonna lie, Tesla's nice. I ain't gonna lie. However, Mama, that Tesla truck, the one that looks like a dang on it looks weird. Number one, I don't see anything, a purpose, a rhyme, or reason why anyone would want to get one of those cyber trucks. It looks weird, but whatever tickles your pickle. But let's get into what's happening, what's on the screen now, because there's a couple shows / movies that I think you guys should be watching. One, and shout out to Nicole D. Vick, because Nicole talked about last week. Shout out to Nicole D. Vick Live. Go ahead and check it out every Thursday, Pacific Standard Time, Media Network. But Reasonable Doubt, phenomenal show. If y'all loved how those type of vibes, Black female lead, out Reasonable Doubt. This is like but to be quite honest with you, they didn't need her. I mean, he's great. He does a great job, and I love their dynamic on here. But they didn't need him. It's good all on her own. The cast is amazing. It's phenomenal acting. It's really good. So definitely check it out. But yeah. Also, check out Rebel Ridge if you haven't done so already, because that show is phenomenal. Aaron Pierre is the lead on this one. I really enjoyed this movie. I do think that I didn't like the way it ended. I felt like it kind of but overall the movie, I would probably give it about a 7 or 8. It's kind of big for me because I heard movies. But it did keep my attention. Aaron Pierre. So yeah, enjoy. It's ugly. Trying to talk to. What are you talking? I have one. Talking about the cyber. Okay, there we go. Y'all are hilarious. All right, let's get into something. So, as I really think that since this is a really bad political move on as you guys know, for those who did not watch the debate, I don't know why you didn't, or if you didn't, you can still go back between Kamala Harris, Vice President, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, and y'all's former president, Donald Trump. Came out and see what was going on and how Kamala just wiped the. I mean, bad. It was bad. But right after, the Swifties, Taylor Swift, which is pretty much equivalent. Now we have a lot of in the on conservative that are. So it was really interesting to thing up around Kamala. I honestly, I'm gonna lie. I think that when Kamala got the endorsement, I did not think a very strange decision by the Democrats. I didn't know what, but she really made me put my foot in my mouth, and I'm okay. I was concerned. I was a little weirded out. I was a little concerned because I just didn't know. I did not think that this country was going to be ready for a Black female president. I am ready. I think a lot of us in our community are ready, but I did not think that the country was ready for a Black female president. But it looks like she's energized the base. She's done her thing, and now she's brought over. She's already gotten Beyonce's endorsement because has allowed her to utilize her song "Freedom." So yeah, so she's basically got pop culture in its grasp. So we'll see what goes on from there. I don't know why MAGA is really attacking Taylor Swift. I think that that's a really, really, really bad idea for them. And they've been really kind of on this like campaign, like going after her. It's just not good for business, guys. It's not. I'm not trying to help y'all because I really don't care. I want you guys to lose, but this is not the road you want to go down. Okay. Even I don't really. I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift, but I wasn't stupid to go after her. Okay. The way you guys are going after her, that is just not. It's not a good look. It's not smart, and you guys have no idea the amount of energy that she brings to a campaign. And how detrimental that would be to your campaign. So I would tread lightly, girl. I would. But shout out to Taylor Swift. Per usual, a Black American will save the name. I mean, and not just a Black American, but a Black woman. Okay? Just saying. It is that. So let's get into moving on. But again, you guys are hitting that like button if you haven't done so already. And subscribe if you are new to over here. You want to join Pyro Media Network. We have a lot of different shows on the horizon, and also that is so definitely check them out. So already drop a cash app. It goes to the network. You can go ahead and hit up Pyro Media, $ Pyro Media, or you can hit me up at C86. All right. Into the main story of the day, y'all, because we just transitioned from the whole Swiftie situation and everything that was going on. I'm going to talk more about like for the kickback, so definitely go ahead and tune in. There's some things that I can't say on here, but I will say this: I'm with her. The floor with him. I think she did. I don't think that the debates moved the needle, honestly. my personal opinion, I think that people already know who and what they're voting for, and why they're voting for them. I think it takes a lot for people to kind of change them. But I do think that Trump was not prepared for Harris. I think that he's scrambling, and I still think that they still just cannot to him, and so they're time navigating that. Yeah, I don't think they were ready. They're not able to kind of navigate. So I think some of these different assassination attempts, these op-ed or these opposition campaigns that are against Kamala, these different things, calling her the border czar, or whatever, they were prepared to say all of that. You know, yes, she's a part of the administration, but she doesn't make those decisions. Final decisions is with Biden, and that's it. Be a tiebreaker in Congress, but she's not like, you know, doing all. If you're gonna be angry at somebody, at Biden, you know, and now he's not even running. So, what can you say? Just these like caution. I really would caution. He's not prepared for life. He really isn't. What I'm talking about is like I don't know if that's going to happen with him either, but that's here nor there. That so much more to the situation that I would like to talk about back tomorrow. So definitely make sure you guys. But I will say this though. I'm saying they need to do another debate. I think that it would be actually to Kamala. I think that you ride high, take this because you never know. I think one of the things that we I guess exactly, but that's another conversation, right? Sign him up for cheating. And that's another talking about how Biden's diminished and diminished capacity and all this stuff or whatever. Biden's talking about the twice disgraced 2,000 whatever kind of felonies and charges and pending criminal that is Donald Trump. He's talking about him and his he doesn't know the differences between Nancy Pelosi. He was talking about dogs and people and accusations that was coming out of Springfield, Ohio after debates. Nobody's talking about him like captain dogs. People like allegedly eating cats and dogs. Specifically, he was talking about Haitians. Really? Wow, girl. You need to sit down and really think about position, and if you need to switch out and you need to go and give. And you're over there talking about Tim Walz and him and that Kamala had a horrible vice president pick. JD Vance is not at all, bruh. Not at all. So you need to worry about your camp and what's going on with you and your shitty stained underwear, okay? Because all we hear about is flatulence in the courtrooms and what's going on with you that you can't control yourself. Praise Jesus. Let's move on. But yeah, we're gonna keep what's going on. A lot of the stuff has already happened with other debates. We should keep it. I don't think another debate. I don't think that we need to keep this ride high with this. How it's go. I would like to see obviously continue forth with the president debates, and we can move forward from there. But and Tim Walz, I think, will be fine. I think JD Vance is not prepared. Really think that Tim is a and also is wittier than JD Vance. But I don't should underestimate JD Vance as well. So all that stuff. All right, y'all. That's gonna get off of here. Like I said, today's lineup. Thank you guys so much for tuning in hour today. I have thoughts with Hope Giselle at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. and as well as the dynamic duo with Dr. Dante and Elder over there at Conversations with Clergy at 10 p.m. Eastern, at 7 p.m. Pacific. So hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys so much for coming on through. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button as you come on. Also, guys, hit that Cash App as well. Thank you guys for tuning in, and welcome back. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it positive over here, because we ain't got time for that. Okay? Jesus. All right, y'all. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and stay blazed.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.